Butler University is offering an anti-Trump resistance class, and it led to some backlash. So it's called Trumpism and U.S. Democracy. I want to give you the original description of the show, and then we'll discuss it. It says, Donald J. Trump won the presidency despite perpetual sexism, white supremacy, xenophobia, nationalism, nativism, and imperialism. This course explores why and how this happened, how Trump's rhetoric is contrary to the foundation of U.S. democracy, and what it means and what his win means for the future. The course will also discuss and potentially engage in strategies for resistance. Okay, so just a few things to break down here. When they say he ran on, or he won the presidency on imperialism, no, I actually think it's a lot more complicated than that. He half the time he said, I'm going to bomb the shit out of them, talking about ISIS, and we have to take out their families, talking about murdering civilians. But then the other half of the time, he was non-interventionist. Just flat out, like, no, we're going to not do any stupid wars. We're going to pull out. We're going to rebuild here at home. We're going to do infrastructure spending. So, and yeah, you could say, you know, he had some sexist moments. I mean, if you say, I grab him by the pussy, quote, I don't even wait. What are you not waiting for? Consent. So you could argue, sure, that's sexist and that's a form of sexual assault. A lot of people got stuck on the wrong part of that, the grab him by the pussy part. The real egregious part was, I don't even wait. Grab him by the pussy, if it's consensual, is having a good time. But then he also went on to say, they let you do it if you're a celebrity. But wait, how do you know if they're letting you do it if, quote, you don't even wait? You don't know. You're just assuming. And then later on, we learned some of the women were like, yeah, no, I wasn't cool with it, but he did it anyway. And they didn't speak up because he's a powerful guy. He could have fucking ruined whatever careers they had. So you could argue that. You could argue he ran on xenophobia with, you know, Mexicans, they're rapists, they're criminals. I assume some are good people. Nationwide stop and frisk, which disproportionately cracks down on minority communities and has over a 98%, I think it is, failure rate. It takes away Fourth Amendment rights. Total and complete shutdown, quote, total and complete shutdown of Muslims. So yes, that's xenophobia. But no, I wouldn't say flat out imperial. He didn't run on imperialism, full stop. And also, they say it's contrary to the foundation of U.S. democracy. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about on that one. Contrary to the foundation of U.S. democracy, no, we were founded by fucking genocidal slave owners. We had slave owners, and then they did a genocide of Native Americans. And yes, we were founded, women didn't even have the right to vote when we were founded either. So what do you mean? The sexism was kind of built in originally. So what the fuck, what does that mean? So in other words, here's what I'm getting at, man. Like, at least the course description, but probably the teacher, because they go on to give other information about the teacher, and she sounds, like, it doesn't strike me as the smartest person. Because you're saying things here that are just not true. Like, I despise Trump, and am I cool with having an anti-Trump class that teaches resistance? Fuck yeah, why not? It's not like, what, there's nothing to critique there? Really? Really? And it's an academic environment, so I'm in favor of the class, but I kind of want a better teacher for the class. Somebody who knows what the fuck they're talking about, doesn't say ridiculous things like Trump's rhetoric is contrary to the foundation of U.S. democracy. That's just like a feel-good, nonsense, liberal thing to say. Like, Trump's so bad, he's not like the other ones. Not like who? The genocidal slave-owning founders? Not like fucking George W. Bush, who did war crimes out the wazoo and set up a worldwide torture regime and killed minimum 200,000 innocent civilians in Iraq. And so I hate the rhetoric of like, he's just the worst. Well, no, you're letting other people off the hook who are really fucking bad. So don't say that. It's not correct. So I'm in favor of the class, not really in favor of the teacher. They changed the description since there was an outcry over the description. But the final portion of this I want to talk about is the conservative snowflakes. Like, because it's not just the conservative snowflakes who are like, hey, we're against this teacher teaching this class, but the class itself is fine. No, they're triggered and they need their safe space because it's a microaggression that this class even fucking exists. No, the class, of course, should be able to exist. By the way, you know what else I'd be okay with? A class teaching the fucking crimes of Hillary Clinton. Now, again, you have to be careful in who's teaching that class because you don't want them slipping in things that are not true and that are bogus, because it's not like there hasn't been any conspiracy theories against Hillary that were false. Some of the things against her are false, but it's not false that she and Bill took $3 billion from donors. It's not false that she took $675,000 from Goldman Sachs. It's not false that she voted for the war in Iraq, which is a fucking crime. It's not false that she supported and pushed for intervention in Libya and Syria and supported NAFTA and TPP. So, yeah, I'm totally fine. What happened? I thought you guys were the free speech on college campuses. Terms and conditions apply. Don't teach any courses that are against Daddy Trump. No, you should. You should have many of them. He's the fucking president, and he's a ridiculous one, and he's already done many horrific things, and he should have people calling them out, and you should be able to discuss it and have a class about it on a college campus. I would just get a better teacher because this one seems like a dunce.